Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Workman. I am the man of constant hatred, and welcome to Drinking Age Movies Short, a show where we take a short look back at movies that came out 21 years ago and discuss their impact on filmmaking today. As I said last time, my friend Jonathan and I started Drinking Age Movies as a podcast here in July, which means we missed a lot of films from January to June, so we're taking a look back at some of the films we missed. This week we're saying happy 21st birthday to The Wedding Singer, which came out February 13th, 1998.
And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem.
Before we jump into Wedding Singer, though, I'm going to take a look back at some shorter shorts to cover some films from 1998 that I love, but didn't think were interesting enough to do full episodes on. Like most films that didn't make it onto the list, I picked this mainly because of one person, Spike Lee. He's one of my favorite directors, and this just happened to be the film he released in 1998. He Got Game is mostly notable for casting Ray Allen, who is an actual basketball player, as the lead, and his only starring role. And 9 years later, after using Fight the Power and Do the Right Thing, Public Enemy provided the entire soundtrack for this film and scored a modest hit with the eponymous track.
It might feel good, it might sound a little something, but damn the game if it don't mean nothing.
This is a truly great film, and could have been notable as Warren Beatty's last writing-directing gig, but then he released the 2016 film Rules Don't Apply. I guess the platinum-selling soundtrack featuring Ghetto Superstar by Praz, the third member of the Fugees, whose name you didn't remember until right now, will be its real lasting contribution. Why, you ask? It introduced the world to R&B sensation Maya, and during the performance of the song on Showtime at the Apollo, Old Dirty Bastard announced that he was changing his name to Big Baby Jesus. I swear on the name of Wu-Tang that happened. Okay, you got me. This film's really only here so I could talk about Scott Bakula. There are two far better movies in this franchise, but this one has Scott Bakula. Okay, follow me here. 1998, Adam Sandler, yes, that Adam Sandler, was a really big deal. Might be hard to believe now, but he was super popular and downright beloved by audiences. He was coming out of a successful run on Saturday Night Live with a wildly popular cast. He had just starred in two successful movies that were completely crafted to his style of comedy, and Bulletproof, which was...
Get up! I got piss on me!
Bulletproof. But Bulletproof notwithstanding, his star was skyrocketing. Drew Barrymore, on the other hand, was acting royalty, and began acting in film at a very young age. In case you hadn't heard. She garnered a reputation as a bad girl in Hollywood and was stuck acting in B-rate projects and awful TV movies. In 1995, she started climbing her way back with a pair of high-profile projects. Boys on the Side, starring alongside Whoopi Goldberg, and Mad Love with Chris O'Donnell. Yes, LL Cool J's partner on NCSI Criminal Victims Kalamazoo or whatever. One short role in a $100 million grossing horror movie later, and she was in peak career resurgence. The next logical step, of course, is to get the meteorically rising comedian and the child star in the middle of a comeback together. Enter The Wedding Singer. Released in time for Valentine's Day, it is a lighthearted romantic comedy set in the 1980s. Sandler plays a cover band frontman, and Barrymore is a waitress who are both in bad relationships. One tropey, 80s greatest hits-filled film later, and you have Sandler's highest-grossing star vehicle to date, in 1998. And Drew Barrymore becomes a bankable star for the first time in almost a decade and a half. Now, not every film has a positive impact on filmmaking. Thanks to the worldwide box office of this flick and The Waterboy, Sandler was able to found Happy Madison Productions. This is the studio responsible for this. And this. And this.
Everyone wants my Dunkachino. Can't get enough of my Dunkachino.
Barrymore started producing after this film too, with her company Flower Films. And those films aren't much better. The two would later co-star in a couple of Sandler's notorious vacation movies. For those not in the know, Sandler sinks a bunch of money into films in exotic locations, so that he can take himself and his friends, co-stars, on vacation and call it a movie. 50 First Dates takes place in Hawaii, and Blended was shot in South Africa. And this is certainly not the last time you're going to hear this on this channel, The Wedding Singer inspired a musical that hit Broadway in 2006. It is...
'Cause love is what I do.
not good. Don't. Just don't.
Sammy does Van Halen licks, but
Don't.
That was The Wedding Singer. What'd you think? Did you like The Wedding Singer? Did you hate The Wedding Singer? Were you inspired to hire a DJ for your wedding? Leave a comment down below and let us know all of that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, get some notifications. You know you want them. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @FatherOfTheFear. You can follow our Facebook page at Drinking Age Movies. You can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/drinkingagemovies. I've been Paul Workman. I am the man of constant hatred, and you have yourself a damn fine day. Alright, you got me. This film's really only here so I could talk about Scott